Okay, ladies, we're going to continue here. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because I don't want to take up a lot of time in video, but I will show you what is necessary. Excuse me, and then we will go at it. As you can see by the layout of the room today, I have different groups, and one group is going to be the thank you and birthday group. The another one is going to be the Father's Day group. Then there's the Veterans group, and then there's what I call the Advanced group. And I'll explain what all those are. All right. We are going to be using up a lot of leftover stuff. I have some kits here that are left over um, that we need to take a look at and work at. So the there's two different types of cards. There's a layered card and an interlocking card. And some of you have worked with me with the interlocking cards in the past, so you know what this is all about. I'm going to take this out of here so I can show you. An interlocking card is where you take the bigger circle punch, or in this case, the bigger rectangle. Okay. And you're going to adhere the DSP to the card. You're going to punch through both of those. Then you're going to take a different colored cardstock, and with a smaller punch that will fit inside the bigger one, you'll put that on. And then it just stays there and it interlocks in the card. Okay. That's all it is. It's an interlocking card. So that's what one of these, some of these kits are. There's just a few of them. I think there's like four of them. Um, one, two, three, four. Oh, actually, there's five of those. Oh, no. Yeah. Five layered. How many are in the interlocking? Well, let's see. There's one, two, three, four of the interlocking. So I'm hoping that we can use those kits up. I have been busy reorganizing my craft room because I'm getting ready for a big open house sale that you'll all be invited to. Um, so that's one set of cards. And oh, and then the layered card is something like this. In your kit, you will have your inside for the inside message and your base card. And then you're going to have two triangles, and you'll end up putting those opposite corners. You will have a basic black. Some of you were with me when we did these too. I mean, we didn't do them as a whole, but you came over to my house to learn how to do them. And then you're going to have a white piece that you're going to stamp an image on. And so you'll put that over like that. And then you add your sentiment. And that's what I call our layered cards. So you will have interlocking cards and layer cards in those kits. All right. So that's how that is done. Okay. Then we are going to be the Father's Day card I showed you through the book binding. That's what we're going to be doing for the Father's Day. I want to show you before I get into the veterans cards. I'm going to show you what I mean by the advanced group. This is the group that is used to crafting all the time, and you can pretty much take anything in front of you and put it together. All right. I have several cards and kits that have just been laying around that I know we can do with. These cards were actually given to us, and they're all male And so I thought they would be good. Here you can add your own stuff to it. But I thought they would be good to use for Father's Day. And then there are several other kits that have materials in them, but you can dream as to what you want to do with it. Um, Here's one, it has some puppy dogs in it. This one, I left this card in here. We aren't going to be using this uh, because in this kit, all these things are supplied in here, but you're not going to have the stamps that was used on this card. This was just something that I did with a group of ladies, and I had some leftover kits. I'm keeping the card in there so you can look at it and work with it however you need to. Um, this says this one needs a few things. I don't know what I forgot here. Oh, I see. This this was another kids one that I had put together, but then there's this one that we did um with the little punches and the DSP. And the white cards are all here for you. You will receive, I should have a die cut of the all the circles and everything that you can use. So I'll make sure that I look that up. In fact, I'm going to write on here die cut machine so that I don't forget and have that ready for you. And then there are other kits. Some of them will have cards as examples, and others you just look at it and go ahead and do what you want. So that would be for the advanced group. All right. So we've covered the advanced group, the thank you group, the birthday group, or the Father's Day group. Now we're going to, the thank you and birthday are combined. Now we're going to look at the veterans cards. And what I'm going to show you is I have one stamp set or bundle, this is, that has the stamps and the die cuts that will go with this. Now, you folks remember the last time we met, we had these machines that we embossed cards with. Well, the machines also cut dies. All right. And this is my mini die cut machine, and that's all you really need for this project. And so I'm going to show you how this is done and what you will be expected to do. All right. These are the two cards that I have made, and you will receive, you'll find, I'm trying to grab at the same time here. You'll find all sorts of paper that fits with veterans. Some of it is already cut in 5 1/4 by 4, and some of it are two sheets together that need to be cut to 5 1/4 by 4. And so I'll make sure that my trimmer is there, my paper cutter is there, and all the things that you need to put these together. Anyway, what I'm going to show you is how to prepare these so that you can make them. All right. Um, you will want to stamp ahead of time. So if you're doing this, you want to stamp the sentiment and this little thing, the chain that goes with it. All right. If you're doing this card, Trying to get my stamp together here. Oop. You will want to put if it works, put both stamps on one stamp block. If it doesn't work that way for you, then go ahead and put them on separate blocks, and you'll be able to stamp them at different times. But I'm going to try it this way. What you want to do is you want to, I have a feeling that one's going to be off. Um, you want to get it on there because the die cut that you're going to use, what's wrong with, is this one. I'm pulling it out. And I'm going to line it up on there. Now, I did not get this in the exact spot, so that stamp, it's better off to do the stamp separately. Let's just say that. All right. So, what I'm going to show you now, we'll turn it over, is you will do the stripes. And then you're going to line up the die cut with those stripes. And what you're going to do is you're going to place it right where it needs to be so that you can cut it where it's necessary. And generally, what I do is I will get some washi tape, and I know I have some here. I just don't know where I laid it down because I've been doing videos all morning, both for my business and for this. So be patient with me as I'm looking around for things, but I know it's here. Oh dear. Um, oh, there it is. I take some washi tape, and if I can find the edge, there we go. I will take the washi tape, get this lined up right where I want it, and then I use the washi tape to hold it in place so that it doesn't slide when it goes through the die cut. All right, you see how I did that? All right, and then um, after you get it cut, then you can put on your message on this. It's just going to be done a little differently. Or if you can, I suppose if you can get it done, this might work this way too, because you can see through these to see where it would go. And then you can just fit this right where it belongs. There you go. And then when you cut it, it will come out looking like this. Okay. All right. Same thing with these. You're going to put the die cut on there with some washi tape. To hold it in place. This little one is going to be a little tricky. No, I really I stamped that too close. I'm going to have to cut it at a separate piece, I think. Let me see. Yeah, they're too close together. Ugh. So I'll have to do that separately. But the die cutting machine works much like the embossing machine. It has its base and the two plates. You're going to have one plate down, and you'll put your one item there. And generally, you can put a little more. I'm going to put the heart on here, and I'm not putting washi tape on that one because there's no stamp that I'm stamping around. It's just going to be there for free and easy, so to speak. And there we go. And we'll run these through. And you will have your pieces to lay on your card. All right. And I'm going to do this real quick because I want to show you something specific with this little chain. So I'm going to run this through. Oh, shoot, I did this wrong. Well, came out okay anyway, but boy, oh boy. I laid it on top of the plates instead of putting a plate on top of it. So be careful of that. All right. And I don't like the way that was centered. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just doing this as an example. So I'm going to put this together now. This is you have to be really careful when you line this up to get the dots where they need to be and that sort of thing. So it's a little tricky. And let's see here. Trying to find the beginning of this again. Oh, there it is. I can feel it when I'm running through. All right. So I'm going to line these up right where they need to be. Get my dots all centered there. And then I'm going to put this down. All right. Now we're going to put this in the machine and lay it correctly. I don't know why I did that. I've never done that before. All right. Okay. And then the other thing that I'm going to show you, just this one particular thing, is for this, you want to make sure that when you put the die cut on, that you have moved it over far enough. Let's see, where is that die cut? You'll want to move it over far enough so that your words are not that close to the circle. All right. So make sure that your die cut is lined up so that it's not, oh, good grief. Make sure your die cut is up there close enough or on closer on this side to your words because you need room over here. And what you're going to do is you'll want to take your scissors and cut right in the center of that chain. And then you're going to put glue on both ends and you're going to flip it around and glue it on there so that it fits right like that. Okay. Then you have your little chain right on it. Really easy, really nice. Okay, there's one more thing I want to show you. Ding, ding. Oops, that's not the one I want. And that is this star. Now the star, you don't want to press real hard on it because you're going to color this, right? So what you want to do is you want to get enough ink on it, but then you're just going to lightly put it down. All right, lightly set it down. All right, and then you're going to use the crushed curry and the Daffodil Delight. And the crushed curry is going to color over the dark edges. All right, so it'll color over these. See, now that's almost too dark. But if I do that, it's pretty visible. So you want to make sure that you get it so that it prints light. And you might need to stamp off on your grid paper. So in other words, you get it inked up, you stamp off, and then you stamp on the white card. And then that will give you the lighter shade. I hope you understand what I'm saying there, that it makes sense for you. All right. And then once you get that done, then you'll do the other part in the Daffodil Delight, which is the lighter yellow. I looked up all sorts of Marine and Army and all sorts of stuff online to see what they all looked like. And this is one of the stars. I thought it looked pretty cool. So there you go. And then when you get that done, there is a die cut to use to cut that out as well. So with those two things that I've shown you now, these are the kind of cards that you can make. And I hope that that this has been helpful for you to understand what to do with the veteran cards. Another thing, if it gets a little light on your black and you need it a little darker, you can always go through and just color over it a little bit. To make it darker. And that's all you need to do there. So those are our veterans cards. All right, I think that was all I needed to show you. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is every half hour, um, I'm going to let you know that the half hour is up. And if you want to switch to a different place to just work with different cards, you can certainly do that. But for the most part, wherever you're sitting now, will probably be where you're going to be um, for the time being, for the morning. So it's up to you. If you want to move around, though, you certainly can. You can find somebody who will let you in or trade places with you or whatever. But I wanted us in groups today because of the types of cards that we are doing and the materials that we have. So let's get going. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me. Thanks.